Okay, Dreadlord comes out, and there is the 6th ghoul. Oh, so that he can creep the big turtle. Is that right? Is he going to creep the big turtle? With sleep and with skeletons? Is it possible? That's kind of sick, dude. I mean, the footman might scout everything and ruin all of your plans, but still, it's a nice creep route. Because if the Archmage decides to come out of the altar and run straight across blindly, he might miss you. Which, in a tournament setting, like, I don't think this is the most consistent, like, let's say, ladder build. Because if you get creepjacked here, it'll be very, very tricky. But, in a tournament, this is great. And who knows, maybe with Dreadlord, you're safe enough to creep this camp. Because he's got sleep. He can go for sleep surrounds over and over again. So maybe it doesn't even matter if you get straight harassed. Because it's Dreadlord. With Cryptlord, this would be very dangerous. But I like this with Dreadlord. I might try this out. GodFather. Give me some ideas. Instant level 2. Potential for greater mana, which he does get. Super sick. And look, Iikbencool just blindly runs across. He doesn't find it. He's wrong. He's in the dark. And imagine if you just ran straight and crept this instantly. If you don't sell the TP and do that, I wonder if that could be kind of sick. Just creep this and then creep this. If they run into your base, just burn the TP, but you get both camps. Sleep for the footman. No Nerubian in the main, so this will be some good damage from Iikbencool. He's already level 3. It's going to be difficult for the Dreadlord to defend this, but let's see. The power of human. He doesn't have the greatest items. Okay, there's a Staff of Teleportation coming in. Does have Carrion Swarm. Gonna have to burn probably all his mana. Oh, almost gets surrounded. Jesus, could have been game over right there. Sleep just not very good in these big fights. Or in these small supply fights, let's say, because it's so easy to cancel it. In bigger army fights, it's a little bit more chaotic and you can get away with it, but here, it's just going to be canceled right away. Let's not forget, GodFather does have an expansion coming up behind this. Trying to deal with the water elementals, losing some ghouls. Iikbencool hasn't lost anything yet, maybe one footman at best. Getting close to losing a couple of footies. Micros 2 of them away, 3 of them away, loses the 4th. Bringing them in! Okay. Has to be careful not to get those carrion swarmed. Expansion almost up and running. He brought back the extra acolyte.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, very late tech from Iikbencool, Jesus. And now he knows about this expansion. Put the Nerubian 15 seconds away. Goldmine not cancelable. He's got the TP and a Cloak of Shadows, by the way. Was there dust purchased by GodFather? He might have unsummoned the shop. No, he didn't. He still has that. And the altar. Nerubian's going to be up in a second. Greater mana was already burned, by the way. It was kind of necessary, right? No dust. Maybe he didn't even realize there was a cloak. Typically, if you see a really fast level 3 Archmage, though, you will check the items, because you need to see what the route was. You need to see, did he clear his expansion as part of this level 3 route, which, of course, in this case, he didn't, Iikbencool. You can see that he crept Sea Giant with Militia, because he doesn't have that item. He crept the center because he got the cloak, and he crept the lab first because he has the Lion Horn. So you look at the inventory, you immediately know there's no expansion cleared. Unless the Expo is done solo with Militia, which is not as likely as the Sea Giant being done solo with Militia. But now he gets dust anyway, so he remedies that situation. Careful, 1 auto attack, maybe 3 auto attacks max, and a Carrion Swarm. And he might be dead. He just TP's out because he realized he's screwed up. And there is a shop up. A lot of footmen going to be healed. Can the Dreadlord cancel any of this, I wonder? Dreadlord looking for the cancels. He's aware. There's the Shredder that we did not see last game that was lacking. Militia called. Oh, he might be getting surrounded here. There's potential. A lot of healing canceled. He doesn't land the surround. Okay. The expansion's up and almost mining as the tech started. Yes. That's the advantage of having an early necropolis. There's the graveyard. Dreadlord staff's back home. Shredder is helping creep because he's got 700 lumber and a sapper and militia. What is going on? Is he going to grab a tavern hero as well? As I said, Iikbencool does play a little different. There's like no saving this Nerubian though. There really isn't anything you can do. If this Nerubian goes down, this expansion I think is done for. Now the Shredder as well. Oh my god. And the Fire Lord. And you give up this X, but you might even just want to unsummon it at this point. There is an advantage to like making them kill your Expo to buy time, but there's no holding. This just makes expanding look impossible. But I suppose this is why Cripplord level 3 is very, very good, because you just have more stuff. With the Dreadlord, once he's out of mana, what really is he good for? Absolutely nothing, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Expansion going to be towered up and going to go down. Zeppelin now here. He just is doing the Firelord lab strat. Shredder, Sapper, and Zeppelin. Tier 2 is 30 seconds away. Is he just dead? He's counterattacking, but when you're counterattacking against with no expansion, there's no leverage to force your opponent to come back. He can just trade, and he can expand here with the Peasantcy pulled. It will be a good counterattack. It will do some serious damage, but are we just in a base race at this point? Because I don't think GodFather is going to be able to defend. There's one more Carrion Swarm. If he's trying to kill the Arcan, or at least use it before he gets hit by that Arcan. So, main base is broken. For both players, he's trying to hold on as long as he can over here. And this is being towered up. So technically, GodFather has more like stuff, more buildings. Archmage staffed back. GodFather immediately town portals back. Can he defend here? He's got mana potions available. Maybe he can with mana pots. And it's not as though Iikbencool has actually killed either gold mine yet. Zeppelin lives for a second. He can Carrion Swarm it. He needs to Carrion Swarm it twice. Firelord comes back in. There's a Carrion Swarm in a second. But she could kill the... Yeah, Firelord with does get level 4 off of that. Somehow, GodFather holds. I think staffing back for Iikbencool was an issue. He needed to keep the Archmage here. Maybe staffing back with the Firelord or something, but he needed the Archmage. And now all of a sudden, this army is not looking that strong. Towers are up over here, so expansion at least was broken. Did the peasants go back home? They did. So I think Iikbencool might still be ahead. The problem now becomes he's got a goddamn Firelord second, which is not very good. Not very good at all. Maybe if you have a panda or something, now he gets surrounded. There is dust for the cloak. Is he just dead? He can fight his way out of here, certainly, right? He's got a wanted negation, so he can't fight out as easily. Lets him out. Greedy to kill the ghoul. Level 2 sleep costs 45 mana? What is it? There's a Zeppelin either way, and he manages to get out. Okay, wow. Towers and a Footman are killing this. And Dreadlord staffs back to buy some time. Where's that Firelord? He was level 2. Now he's out. Towers are up. What do we do? Do we expand now? As Iikbencool? You let him out? I think that Archmage was getting away there. Wait, how can he get out? How can she slap? You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying? 3 towers? 4 towers? And an Arcane Sanctum. Okay. Dreadlord now creeping to level 5. That's definitely the play. Creep level 5 Dreadlord and start the laming. It's very, very similar to how a Warden is played. Solo Dreadlord. Okay, expansion is dead. Iikbencool. What is his plays? He's towering up. I just don't know what the towers are going to do. Here's Dreadlord level 5. Is this the expansion? His Micro and his Zeppelin, which actually tricks the turtle into not attacking. Wait, that's sick. Look at this. Eventually this guy got so low that the Gargantuan wanted to attack him, but still cool. Wand of Mana Stealing, very, very good against that Dreadlord. His own Shredder picked up now. Because he's got, what, no ghouls? Is it just a Dreadlord? Where are all the units? Okay, there's a Garg. But yeah, double Arcane Tower and double Guard Tower means the harass ain't gonna do anything. The Garg actually died. Oh, here are the ghouls. And we do have Sonic versus Lucifer, so we'll jump into that after this game. Who knows when this game's gonna end, though. Expansion is found. Every bit of experience counts here. Level 6 is the play for GodFather at this point. Yeah, every little water elemental he can get with the Wand of Negation as well.
The town is under siege.
And tier 3 now. I feel like when you're playing one base versus one base, it's probably better to go for Tri-Hero. Because you just don't have the resource to support a solo Dreadlord. You need invis pots, you need to constantly be hitting and running, you need to buy mana pots. With Tri-Hero, you can just get a statue and sort of creep around the map. Now, like, the best play for GodFather is just to, you know, try to kill peasants, but it's tough on one base to make the plays available. So in short, I think DK and Lich would be really good. Look how much creeping there is available, you know?
A player's forces are under attack.
These staffs over here. And that'll be 3 more peasants going down. Footman Water Elemental also up for grabs. Should definitely be denied, if possible. Zeppelin. No, he's going to give him a Footman. Deny it. That experience is a big deal. Actually misses the Carrion Swarm on the Footman and can't kill the Rifleman. And now on 2 base, you'd normally just buy a Ritual Dagger, a Potion of Healing, another Potion of Healing, and just go again. But now he's going to struggle with the gold. Slaughterhouse. I thought it was a Boneyard for a second. I was like, that is, I'm a fan of that. Breaker's going to be very helpful. So it's a second shop, gets it canceled. Carrion Swarm level 3 is pretty sick. Should this Breaker have been a Priest instead? I don't know. One more Carrion Swarm in a second. Zeppelin has definitely paid for itself. I think this is the second Zeppelin. There is a statue coming out as well. And how do you deal with this harass now? Okay, tier 3 is done. Which will help a little bit to focus fire that Zeppelin. Oh, gotta be careful of the Carrion Swarm. He's gonna lose it over the trees. Blind Carrion Swarm, he kills both heroes. Why didn't he do it? Why didn't he do it? He just wins the game right there. That was a huge mistake from both players. You guys saw that, right? I'm not crazy here. Right? I'm not taking crazy juice, am I? He just needs a blind Carrion Swarm that has such a huge radius. It would have killed the Zeppelin. It was barely even a guess as to where you need to throw it. Or just Mercy. I don't know if it's Mercy. This is 2 base for Iikbencool now. GodFather needs to make some plays. He's getting close to level 6. Level 6 is going to literally solo the entire human army on tier 2, but he's getting to tier 3. And one thing the Dreadlord is not good against is going to be Mass Griffins. Just wants to win with Infernal. You think it's that easy? What if he gets to level? What if he gets to tier 3, gets a Paladin 3rd, gets like 4 Griffins out, starts hitting the main base with Blizzard Retrain? All of a sudden, there's not a lot of options available. If he just goes inner fire rifles, though, he's going to lose his whole army to a solo Dreadlord. I'll tell you that much for free. Yeah, at this point, yeah, what you said, what Linsa says in the chat, I think TK is getting very viable. Yeah, once you get this close to level 6, like you might see a Warden player pick up a Panda and start creeping it at this point, because level 6 is almost inevitable when you're this close. So like a DK into a Lich, start creeping the right-hand side of the map could be very good for GodFather. The issue is, though, he just doesn't have a lot of units to creep with. If he had one Destro, maybe he could do that. Invis pot, but what can you really do? I'm going to try to kill some peasants, but Iikbencool is just AFKing at his expo. I love it. Griffins are on their way, or rather Dragonhawks. That's a weird choice, but hey, who am I to judge? Push and vulnerability and protection scroll. And he can't get in. It's not even worth. Oh, he had a Magic Sentry upgraded. He doesn't realize he's getting hit by 2 Arcane Towers. There goes all your mana. This is looking tricky for GodFather now. Oh, he could have Carrion Swarmed the Zeppelin and got both heroes. What a world that would have been. He's got lots of reveals as well. He's got, what, 4 Arcane Towers? Each of those is a reveal. It's like StarCraft, Brood War, the whatever they're called. When you play Terran, you have to like use every single hotkey to hotkey them on your command centers. Good old Brood War. This is a big army, man. 57 supply versus essentially a solo Dreadlord. Okay, he's got 4 statues and a Dreadlord. That can make a big difference because the Destros can deal with all the summons. And soon enough, he'll be level 6. He's going to devour his way to level 6 here. And then what are you going to do with rifles against an Infernal? He's got a mana pot, dealing with the lava spawn. 1 more water elemental, he levels up. There's level 6. Iikbencool really has to think about a better army than what he has currently. There's the Infernal. What are you going to do? What are you going to do now, especially when there's another mana pot? He's going to lose his whole army if he doesn't leave. There's a priest. There's a rifleman. Water elemental goes down. What is he expecting to be able to do here, Iikbencool? What is he really hoping for? I don't know. Somehow that priest did not die. Iikbencool is rebuilding his army. Infernal chasing down the Fire Lord. Breaker. Can't really be hit by much other than the Infernal. He's just continuing to fight. Why is the Infernal going this way, this far across the map? Dragonhawk might go down. Yeah. Carrion Swarm is there. More statues coming out. Where is the Infernal, by the way? He's going to the expansion now, which he will be able to shut down that expo on his own. I respect Iikbencool for saying that. Yeah, truly Giga Chat energy, no doubt. No doubt. They're getting close to level 7 just like that. Not a huge upgrade, but, you know, better stats, I guess. And the Infernal getting some serious value. I mean, as long as it doesn't die right away, like it's over 50% duration, will pretty much be done for now, but he got a lot of kills with it, and the cooldown is, what, 77 seconds away? 75 now? And now the Destro's being morphed. Infernal did go down. Paladin's now out. And here's the Destros. Carrion Swarm actually didn't hit that Dragonhawk there, weirdly. Very winnable fight for Iikbencool, or for GodFather, rather. Which is the first time in a while I'm saying that. But all he's doing is waiting for the ultimate cooldown. Main bases should be out, pretty much, by the way. 15 here. Oh, I guess they've been harassed so much this game. I think gold mines in a standard game would be out around the 22 and a half minute mark. But GodFather has 2,400 gold. Iikbencool has 14 in the main. But I don't think there's any stopping it. I believe the next Infernal is going to break the expansion. Orb of Slow would be really good against solo hero. If you put the orb on the Archmage and just right-click that with Incinerate as well, he doesn't have. But imagine he had Orb of Slow on the Archmage, Incinerate level 2 on the Firelord, and every time he saw the Dreadlord, he just attacked it with both those heroes. Would be really strong. That Slow is not devourable by the Destroyers. And now with Tri-Hero, there's so much creeping to be done. He could even sack the Expo and just creep to Paladin level 3, Archmage level 5. And then the heroes alone might be good enough to just right-click the Dreadlord every time he comes into range. I don't think you defend this expansion. I think you let it go down. Just creep like 5 more camps. Look how much there is. The entire top of the map, pretty much they haven't even gone there this whole game. Have they gone to this half? Somebody map out their movement this game. I don't think they have. I guess initially Iikbencool went here to blindly check for the Expo, but didn't find it. He's given up the expansion, but he's not creeping anything. Get that Paladin level 3. If the Paladin gets level 3, I don't think it's really possible for the Dreadlord to do it on his own.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, Expo barely lives. Maybe. I know this Infernal's actually going to kill it. If only you could Holy Light a Town Hall. You will get the experience for the Infernal if he surrounds it, however. Not quite going to. Nice micro on the flying machines. Very intentional. Not getting them hit. Obviously, he doesn't want to have to repair them, whereas everything else can just be healed naturally. Alright. Main base is still a little bit of time as we reach the 24-minute mark in this game. Ito is also playing Death Note, and Hawk is playing Aspect, so we're getting some good qualifying matches here. If this game ever ends, but it seems like we got a little ways to go still in this game. The army's getting better and better for Iikbencool, but it's nearly even supply. There's just no real lockdown. He needs that orb on the Archmage. I think he's underrating that orb. One slow and the Dreadlord might be perma-trapped. He might have to staff out. And GodFather just banking the last of his resources. Should definitely have double mana pot. Every time, just a soul burn. Minus 32 damage from that as well. Careful. Careful with your Dragonhawks. Again, you're not worried about feeding experience so much anymore, but just don't want to lose your whole army when you have barely any gold left. Town Hall over here coming up. Oh, Infernal. I always forget that Infernal can just kill trees in one shot. So he's never really surrounded, is he? And you can never really block your base against it. That's something people don't do enough, is when like they're trying to harass a human base with Infernal, just kill all these trees to get in. Oh, nice Carrion Swarm, level 8. And he's got Orb now. Kills the whole army. That might be it, honestly. He's just going to keep doing this over and over again. Orb of Slow, I feel like, was the game winner for Iikbencool. Hero versus human army, yeah. Didn't know Infernal can kill trees? Yeah, which is one-shots trees, man. I forget it all the time, too, but yeah. Okay, gold mines are finally out for both players. Paladin. There was so much creeping left on the table as well for Iikbencool. I feel like there was some possibilities this game, but unfortunately, this is going to be the end. We might make it to the 30-minute mark if Iikbencool decides to run around the map a little bit, but yeah, this is going to be GodFather. Well played to him to hold on. It was a very, very tough early game. If we look back to the super early Tier 2 stage, it was the Archmage staffing back home that allowed GodFather to hold the Firelord push. But yeah, this is definitely it. Look at all those destroyers. He's going for the hero focus. Imagine again an Orb of Slow, man. One slow, the Dreadlord's screwed. He has to staff away. Alright, this is getting interesting because there's not a lot of gold to heal the Dreadlord, is there? If he just keeps diving for the Dreadlord over and over again. Let him cook for a second, I say. I don't think either player is going to really be able to expand, but it's going to be hard for Iikbencool to actually kill a gold mine as opposed to canceling it. Okay, statue in the back. Very, very useful. Imagine Paladin level 3! I'm going to keep saying this. Incinerate on the Firelord, Orb of Slow on the Archmage, and Paladin level 3 from creeping a couple minutes ago when he had some space to do so. This would have been a way different game. You have to think you're playing 3 heroes against 1. You can also slow destroyers, you can slow statues. You know what I'm saying? Orb of Slow would have been the craziest item this game. He might find the gold mine cancel. Okay, he will. And with this being canceled so late already, he's not going to have enough gold to build another one unless he unsummons. Level 9 Dreadlord. Staffs out the Paladin. Had not going to push him with vulnerability. Both play as if their wives asked them to help them with something after the game. Very good, Kevin. I mean, you could also build another army with then Hawks, 3 rifles, 2 breakers, and a priest. Hindsight being 2020. I don't think it's hindsight to say that Orb would have been good this game. Dondo. I don't think it's hindsight to say that level 3 Paladin would have been good this game. Dondo. Can't end now. He needs Dreadlord level 10. I think he'll get it because I think the only way this game ends is with hero kills. Dondo. Oh, I'm interpreting you perfectly, Dondo. Unbelievable. This early in the morning. What's up, Leon? Alright. Killing his own arcane tower. That which once blocked the base so well is now killed by GodFather, or rather by Iikbencool. He's going to hide in the back of his base. Those towers are helpful now. Is he going to try to expand? Did he unsummon some stuff? Not really, but he could unsummon so many buildings. Yeah, I bet, Dondo. I bet. I bet you say that now. Well, hindsight's 2020 with your chat messages. Nailed your ass. There's not a lot of anti-air. Don't lose the destroyer. Yeah, I don't think there's really... there was a couple minutes ago when I was hopeful for Iikbencool. There was. I thought he had a way of maybe killing the Dreadlord. If he can kill the Dreadlord, he can pick away at the buildings, maybe. But I don't think that's possible anymore. Unfortunately. He's expanding again. Is he going to send the knight over there? Just kidding, Dondo. Just going to keep Holy Light in the Dreadlord. I mean, if the Dreadlord dies... it's a lot of ifs. Level 10 Dreadlord. Maybe this tank will do it. I like the choice to build a tank, but it's not going to make it out of the base. And look how good Infernals are against tanks.
Players' forces are under attack.
You guys ready? Here it is. Dreadlord level 10. Didn't think we were getting that so early in the morning there. Holy. Look at him. He's barely got any items. He only has +3 intelligence, and look at his health. Look at the HP. Look at the mana. Look at the stats. Oh my. That's crazy. He's got level 3 Vampiric Aura now. What are you really hoping to do here? I mean, he's got 2 heroes. I don't even remember when the Firelord died, I'll be honest with you guys. Why is he playing this game still? There's a lower bracket. There's the GG, okay. I respect him waiting until it's level 10. Level 10 Dreadlord. Nice. Godfather gets another W.